wanted to say anything negative about him, which then made a lot of evaluators, whether they be team evaluators or people that do this for the media, that made a lot of them really skeptical because they couldn't tell. People didn't have the sources to give them a clear read. The other thing was, he said that so they've got that. They're not trusting the info. They don't think the film is good. So then they got to a place where they were like, okay, well, let's just say where we think he's going to go. But also people being very skeptical and worried about saying something bad because Deion Sanders is vengeful toward media members. You saw that at the start of the 2024 season where he started telling people that they couldn't come to press stuff and answer questions because he didn't like what they had said. And so then you wind up with people being nervous and they don't really know. And so people are putting them in their mock drafts because they want it. Go ask people who cover the league and cover the draft. Ask them who they talked to that said that Shedeur Sanders was a first rounder. Because this guy told me he didn't have anybody tell him he was a first rounder. The guys that I know, I didn't have any of them tell me that Shedeur Sanders was a first rounder. They didn't have anybody that said he was. So it wound up in that situation. You ever been in something at work where everybody thinks somebody else going to do it? Especially when it's something that nobody wants to do. Everybody just thinks somebody else is going to do it. Oh, well, okay, I ain't worried about that. Somebody else going to do it. Then you look up and nobody had it done. Everybody thought somebody else was going to take Shedeur. But none of them wanted to take him themselves. And so when the guys call up and they do their mock drafts, they're like, what about Shedeur? They're like, hey, man, I don't know, but somebody will take him. And it just goes around in this circle and everybody says, well, hey, somebody's going to take him. But part of the reason a lot of these teams couldn't do it on the evals was Shedeur and his father did not make it easy for people to evaluate him. I'll give you an example of somebody who did this. Michael Porter Jr. in the NBA was coming off a back injury and went into the draft. And they were trying to maneuver where he went. And so one way that they maneuvered where he went was don't give up the